Attention bowlers, we are going to get started. Please finish your warm-up frames. We'll be changing to scoring in just a moment. Welcome to Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire for another exciting Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B North match. I am Steve Kelly, once again here to call Devin Cloyd in his second ACST match today. Devin Cloyd now with a record of 18-24 against Caitlin Zoltko of Manchester, New Hampshire. And let's start this out. Let's start this out right. It's Devin Cloyd. This 5-game series, a 4-drop. Match format, 5 strings, 14 points are on offer. 2 points per string and 4 for total pinfall. Ties split points, right down the middle. Devin Cloyd started out with a 6-pack left. Spare bid ended up with the 2-pin. And Devin Cloyd will start things out with the 10-box. Again, I'm Steve Kelly here to tell you the story of today's match. This is the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour brought to you by 3-Ball Spare Conglomerate. This match was played on Sunday, October 26th at about 3:24 p.m. local time. Here's Devin Cloyd. Mixes down 6, left side check mark. If you've never seen Candlepin bowling, I hope you enjoy the match today. This is a unique take on bowling from the heart of New England and Eastern Canada. This match should have subtitles and live captioning enabled, so do enable them if you like those features. Consider the transcript feature as well if you're watching this from YouTube. There's Devin Cloyd on the spare shot, leaves the 2 and the 4. And he'll take an 8-box for 18 after 2. During the match, I'll provide the play-by-play action and on-screen scoring to the best of my ability. The numbers on your screen are unofficial. The bowlers maintain the authority on the scores. Every once in a while, I'll pause to verify scores if things seem out of sync, and I appreciate your patience if that happens. Here's Devin Cloyd. He'll take 5 down. Interesting cluster of pins. It's a 6-pack minus the 3, really. There's Devin Cloyd on the head pin, and he'll leave the 5 and the 9. 5-9's a service for Devin Cloyd. He'll take a 9-box. That's 27 after 3. I'll likely have chapters added to the YouTube description, so you can choose to jump to certain points in the games if that is your preference. If in the off chance you like this content, I encourage you to consider subscribing to this channel to help us grow. And that's a 4-drop for Devin Cloyd. Shaves off a few more, leaves the 1 and the 2. And Devin will take an 8. 35 after 4 for Devin Cloyd today. Devin Cloyd just got done throwing a 558 against John Cadero, taking 10 points at Academy Lanes. That match was bowled just late this morning. You can check that out on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour page at the moment. This is his second ACST match of the day. And there's a great spare by Devin Cloyd, a nice 6-drop bonkers spare. Bing bong. And there's your first score update of the day. Devin Cloyd sits at 45 and a bonus after 5. And if we have a moment, why don't we have a look at that spare again by Devin Cloyd. Nice shot. Beautiful shot by Devin Cloyd. All right, we'll say hello to the home bowler today. It's Caitlin Zoltko. Caitlin Zoltko comes to us with a season record of 8-34 with 3 matches played. Away, she's 2-26. At home, she's 6-8. Season average 104. Away average 103.2. Home average 105.6. And there's a 4-drop for Caitlin to start things out. Just like Devin started out with, actually. He also started with a 4-drop in the first frame. Here's Caitlin with a couple more taken out. 1-6-10 for Caitlin, no mark. And Caitlin will make it an 8-box to start things out. Here's Caitlin on the head pin. She'll drop 7, split 7. And Caitlin Zoltko with a spare. On the board with a mark. Both bowlers with 1 spare apiece. Here's Caitlin on the 5, 9, 10. A nice sweep across. Caitlin Zoltko on the head pin, and she'll get the opposite leave this time. She'll fill with 7, and she'll be shooting at the 4, 5, and 7. She can't quite get the opposite side. The wood wasn't as helpful there. It's Andy Klempa and Bill Olson off to our left, midway through their ACST match. Caitlin will punch one more out for an 8 box. That's 33 and 3. Caitlin Zoltko has a home average of 105.6, a high single 123, a 544 high series, 5 strikes 28, spares 46 tens, 52.7 perfect box percentage, 1560 seasonal pinfall so far. And Caitlin will connect with the rear left side, take 6 out, 4 horseman right side. 1, 3, 6, 10. And she has the 4 horsemen for a spare. It's her second mark in a row. Caitlin Zoltko with a nice ball that is very carefully thrown out, smoothly down the lane, not too fast, not too slow. It's right on target. Oh, and that'll be a 3 fill for Caitlin. .46 after 4. Caitlin on the pocket, and she's got the rest of it. 3 fill, nothing. That's a spare for Caitlin. Look at this. Wow. Ran the 1-2 on the 6-pack left. Punches it home for the spare. Here's your score update. Caitlin Zoltko is at 56 in a bonus after 5. It's now Devin Cloyd, the rookie bowler. It's his turn to answer, and he's on a mark, and he'll take 7 on a fill. Splitting 7. That's a 3-7-9. And he'll connect with a 3. Take the 9 by proxy, leave the 7 where it is. And Devin will take a 7 fill and then a 9 for 61 and 6 now. There's Devin Cloyd, dropping 5. 1, 3, 6, 9, 10 for Devin Cloyd. And that's a nice spare by Devin Cloyd, cleaning that up, mopping up, catching up to Caitlin Zoltko on the spares. 1 to go before he ties that. Let's look at this shot. The lefty Devin Cloyd in the 1-3 pocket. Comes from Academy. He seems to like Lakeside. Oh, the 5-pin wiggling, thinking about it. It's a head pin shot and an 8 fill. That puts him at 79 in the 7th. There's a piece of wood down there. It is likely out. Or no, sorry, excuse me. No, likely in. That was the word I meant to say. Oh, but it didn't matter. I was worried about it getting deflected, but Devin Cloyd has figured out how to make wood work at Lakeside in particular. Hit it on the low side and spared it up. Cloyd, will punch 4 for a spread eagle. He'll fill with 4. A traditional academic spread eagle. Cloyd on the eagle. He'll take 2 with a 5. Or 2 with a 6, excuse me. 7, 10, 2, 4. He'll make that a 6 box. 3 spares for Devin Cloyd and 3 spares for Caitlin Zoltko. This game so far, 99 after 9 for Devin Cloyd in Class B North at the ACST, his rookie season. This is the second match he's bowled today. Devin Cloyd, yikes. That was 2 pins on the head pin. Not a split, but yikes. Devin Cloyd just trying to get out of this box at this point. Couldn't mark it up, and I couldn't blame him. 7, 10, 4, 5, 2. And he'll make that a 5 box. Game 1 is 104 for Devin Cloyd. That is confirmed. He went 6 for 10 on the head pin, had 3 splits. 3 marks, 3 spares, no strikes, 1 10 box, 40% perfect box percentage so far, averaging 5.1 on the first ball. Here's Caitlin Zoltko now. She'll take a few out, 4 to be exact, and fill with 4. The fills will be big here. 7-8-4 for Devin Cloyd's fills, 7-3-4 for Caitlin Zoltko. And Caitlin will shave a few off. A leave of 4, 1, 4, 7, and 9. And she'll shave off the head pin. And that will be a 7 for Caitlin Zoltko for 67 in 6. 4 boxes to go before we finish this first game in this 5-game series here on the ACST. Caitlin will connect with 3 pins, 6-pack right and the 7. And she's on the pocket, takes everything out but the 5 pin. Great attempt by Caitlin Zoltko. My goodness, the Patriots are at 30 and the Browns are at 7. Wow. You look away for a second and just the score gets run up. But back to the bowling action. That's 76 and 7 for Caitlin Zoltko all the while. Caitlin Zoltko is currently 4th place in her division. 16th in the wild card seed, but it's still early. She missed the head pin to the left. And she took 7 pins out. 1, 3, 6. There's a dude. Oh, but first of all, there's a spare by Caitlin Zoltko. A nice one. Her 4th mark of the game. There's a dude in a Grim Reaper outfit bowling a couple lanes down to the right, and I just saw it. Hysterical. But anyways, 1, 3, 6 for Caitlin Zoltko. All over it for the spare. Like, take a look at this real quick. Grim Reaper outfit, just casually bowling, you know. I just thought that was funny. Thought I'd share that with you. Anyways, Caitlin Zoltko's on a mark. We had to wait for a pin setter anyway, so that was a nice interlude right there. Caitlin Zoltko filling a mark. Missed the head pin, but it almost didn't matter. She takes 7 and fills with 7. This is a powerful game by Caitlin Zoltko, 93 and 8. She fires, oh, just a little bit off the head pin. Nothing doing there. She'll miss to the head pin for the 9. That'll be 102.9 for Caitlin Zoltko. 2 pins off of taking 2 points in the first game. Here's Caitlin on the 1-3, a little full. Splits with 7. 4-6-2. She's made this shot before. I've seen her do it. And it was kind of like that, but the wood stopped the flying pin from bouncing off the sidewall in the same way that she took that spare the other day. She'll take an 8. That will be a 110 game 1 for Caitlin Zoltko. Both bowlers bowling very well. 104 for Devin Cloyd. 110 for Caitlin Zoltko. She took the first game by 6 in this 5-game series. Caitlin Zoltko has a 40% perfect box percentage as well, matching Devin Cloyd's. 4 spares, no 10s. Averaging 5.5 on the first ball, Caitlin Zoltko is compared to 5.1 for Devin Cloyd. 3 headpin shots for Caitlin Zoltko, 6 for Cloyd. 3 splits for both bowlers. And both bowlers have won 5 boxes, so still pretty even. I would say the difference in this first game really came down to effectively the fills. And Caitlin was just able to eke out just enough extra pins to take the first game. It's a game of small numbers, Candlepin is, when you really start thinking about it. We're on to game 2 here at the ACST. I'm Steve Kelly on the call. It's great to have you along with us for the 2nd time today and the 3rd time this weekend. Twice at Academy, once at Lakeside. Is Devin Cloyd challenging Caitlin Zoltko. This morning, Devin Cloyd was a home bowler. Right now, he's the away bowler. And here's Cloyd on lane 3. Missed the head pin, but took 7, 1, 5, and 2. Devin Cloyd under the guidance and training of Josh Daly. Very young bowler in our league. One of the youngest, if not the youngest, ACST bowler. Season record of 8-20 with 2 matches played, and then 18-24 after this morning's match. I patched in a couple extra numbers for you there because I ran the numbers for him, this morning, and then since the match was so fresh, couldn't quite run the numbers again because they weren't posted yet, but did some calculations for you. Devin Cloyd, 2-4-7 on the head pin that time, dropped 7. Cloyd. Oh, and he missed the object pin by just a little bit. Devin Cloyd away is 8-20. Does better at home. He's 10-4 at home. And that will be a 7 box for Devin Cloyd. 16 after 2. He has a season average of 106.7. Away, he's 106.7. High single 134, high series 550. 2 strikes, 25 spares, and 20 tens. So far, not counting this morning's match, he has a 47% perfect box percentage. That's a 5 drop for Devin Cloyd. 4 horseman left side in the 10. And he'll miss wide right off the object pin. And he'll miss again, almost in the same spot. That's a 5 box for Devin Cloyd. That will put him at 21 after 3. Devin, 1-3, 2-4-5-7 for Devin Cloyd. 6 drop. Inverted check mark on the left side. And he'll punch a little bit too hard. That's the Lakeside effect. The lake effect. 5-7. And he'll make that an 8 box. It's 29 after 4 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd wide right again on the 6-10, drops 2. Devin Cloyd is a lefty among the ranks of Bill Olson, Andy Klempa, Josh Daly, and many other lefty bowlers. And he'll take all but the 3. And, ooh, boy, he'll nail that last pin. That'll be a 10 box for Devin Cloyd, and that's going to be a bit of a rough 39.5 for Devin. 2 for 5 on the head pin, no splits this half. No strikes, 3 spares. Compare that to Caitlin Zoltko, 0 strikes and 4 spares. Still very even overall. And let's see what Caitlin Zoltko has on offer for the next 5 boxes here on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Steve Kelly here in the broadcast booth to deliver this match for you. Devin Cloyd at Caitlin Zoltko in Class B North today. Here's Caitlin. Smooth ball on the head pin, on the pocket. Drops 8. And she'll spare that up. A nice easy one for Caitlin Zoltko on the 6-10. A great first ball can turn into really easy spare leaves, and those can really pile up if you're good at them. Caitlin Zoltko, 10 after 1 and a bonus. The follow-up. Ooh, a little bit off to the left, but you got a great mix of 7 and a fill of 7 on that spare fill. 1, 3, 10. Oh, and just a little bit full on that 1-2 pocket. It looked good on paper. The impact was unexpected. And Caitlin Zoltko will make that a 9 box. That'll be 26 after 2 for Ms. Zoltko. And in fact, let's not show that yet. Let me show you Caitlin Zoltko. So yes, she is currently working on a record of 8-34 at the moment. She's 4th in her division at the moment, so she's fighting an uphill battle. But I was telling Caitlin Zoltko in the last match I streamed with her, I said, your numbers are great. It's just sometimes just the better bowler wins every once in a while. But it doesn't mean you did terribly. It doesn't mean you were a bat. It doesn't mean you bowled poorly. It's like Candlepin, you can both bowl amazing, but one person has to win, you know? So with that in mind, you know, we saw Caitlin Zoltko throw an incredible first game here today. And hopefully we'll see that continue. That's a 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko. That's 36 after 3. Caitlin Zoltko was bowling down at Academy in a tournament earlier today. And I believe Devin Cloyd was as well. When I was down there, I saw a whole bunch of familiar faces down there, including my world's captain, Chucky DeRozier. He was asking me, why weren't you bowling in this? And 1, it was because, well, I didn't know it was happening. And 2, I don't think I would have had the bandwidth to do that today with 2 matches being streamed and bowling a league here at Lakeside tonight. So just would have been one thing too many. Caitlin Zoltko misses the mark. She's got the 7 and the 10. She'll try to play the wood, but takes nothing. That will be an 8 box and 44 after 4 for Caitlin Zoltko. Caitlin Zoltko, she has the 4th ACST North total 10s at 46, the 31st Class B average at 104, the 8th Class B perfect box percentage at 52.7, and the 6th Class B total 10s at 46. She'll take 3 out there. Six-pack right in the 7. And she'll shave a few more off, 159. And she'll leave that with a 7 box for a 51 half. Caitlin Zoltko, 51 half with 1 mark. Devin Cloyd working on a 39 mark. A 39 mark. 39 half with no marks. It's 143, 161 Zoltko right now. Plus 18 in Caitlin Zoltko's favor in the match, plus 12 in the game. Here's Devin Cloyd, and he'll drop 6. 4 horse on right side, 1, 3, 6, 10. And he'll just miss the head pin off to the right, leave the head pin. And he'll take a 10 box off of that. His second 10 box in a row, I'll have you know. That's 49 and 6 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd missing the head pin to the right once again. 1, 7, 10, 2, and 9. It's a 5 drop. He's only found the head pin twice so far on the first ball this game. And he'll leave the 2, 7, 9, the mini triangle, the mini jack. The orange pin, object pin, and he'll miss that for a 7 box. That's 56 and 7 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd threw a 104 in the first game with 3 spares. And he's off to the right this time. 1, 2, and 4 are left on the deck. 7 drop. And he'll miss off to the right again. I feel like that's a common theme here for Devin at the moment, especially in the past couple boxes on the first ball. And he'll punch 1 and take an 8 for 64 and 8. Devin Cloyd on a markless game right now. I don't know if he's bowled at Lakeside before, but Lakeside has a unique kind of set of attributes on the lanes. I wouldn't say it's entirely very difficult, but you have to make an adjustment if you're coming from places like, say, Academy or Millis or Portsmouth, especially in the green room of Academy where we just came from this morning, where it was much more synthetic and the pins were much more sensitive to falling from impact and rolling pins. And Devin Cloyd seems to be experiencing some of that. That's a 9 box for Devin Cloyd. That's 73 and 9. Still markless, still fighting for a mark. And he'll miss off to the right again and drop 3. Could be fatigue settling in from the long day as well. I know I've been there myself. Devin Cloyd will punch the 3, and now he's got a 6-pack. 4 down, 6 up. And the result of the play is a 9 box, and that will be an 82 game 2 for Mr. Devin Cloyd for a 2-game total of 186. That is confirmed. Devin Cloyd, no strikes, 3 spares, 3 tens, 30% perfect box percentage, 19 bonus pins off fills, averaging 6.3 per mark on the fill, 5.1 first ball average, 8 head pin shots for 20, 3 splits, 40% head pin quarterback rating. That's the story of Devin Cloyd after 2 games so far. And here's Caitlin Zoltko to respond. On lane 4 at Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire on Candia Road. And she nearly drops 10. Nearly drops a load of 10. The 6 pin is left down there. Caitlin, no dice. Now that's a shot that would have gone in the green room of Academy. Just to point that out as an example. We saw a bunch of wood rolls like that ended up being marks and late falling strikes and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't happen here at Lakeside, I can tell you that. And we just watched that happen. That 6 pin got rattled and rocked, but it didn't fall down because that's just not how the pins behave here. Caitlin Zoltko to the right of the head pin, drops 7, 1, 2, and 10. She'll miss off to the right, take the 10, leave the 1 and the 2. And Zoltko will leave the head pin standing for a 9. That's 69 and 7. Compare that to Devin Cloyd's 56 and 7. 3 frames to go. It's a difference of 13 in the game that Caitlin Zoltko has to find to take 2 points. 14 technically. 13 to tie. Caitlin on the head pin. Split 7. That's the 2, the 4, and the 10. Difficult split conversion to make. Caitlin Zoltko will punch the object pin right back. That becomes a 9-box, her third 9-box in a row. That will be 78 and 8 for Caitlin Zoltko, who's gone 4 for 8 on the head pin with 2 splits this game. Overall, she's 7 for 18 on the head pin with 5 splits. Caitlin will shave 3 off, half Worcester plus the 5. Caitlin Zoltko and Devin Cloyd should have roughly the same numbers of fatigue as of right now, because they both came from Academy to bowl in that tournament, but I think Devin Cloyd might have bowled more strings than Caitlin at the end of it all. Caitlin will clean that up for a 10-box. That's 88 and 9. Or is it 89 and 9? I do have 1 score correction to follow them down there. Looks like she had a 10 in the 6th. So correction, she's at 89 and 9. If there are any conflicts in the scoring, I follow the bowlers, as bowlers call always. Caitlin Zoltko will take a few more out on the spare shot, but no dice. So both bowlers will go sub 100 for this game, but Caitlin Zoltko will take the second game at the very least. She took the first, and she takes the second with that 7-box. She'll finish with a 96 in game 2. Your score update is coming up here. It's 82 to 96 confirmed in this game. Devin Cloyd, 2-game total of 186. Caitlin Zoltko, 2-game total of 206 in this game, in this match. 2 games down, 3 games to go here at the ACST. We're going to take a walk on down to the 3rd game. I'm Steve Kelly in the call in the broadcast booth at not Academy, Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. We were at Academy Lanes just this morning. It's now time for game 3. It's Devin Cloyd down there in the pink, the light pink shirt on lane 3. He's the away bowler from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. And he's away, and he'll take 9. Nearly 10. 10th pin is rattled. It was hit. It's a head pin shot and a bit of a course correction there for Devin Cloyd. Oh, and he fired way down center. I don't know if he wanted to play the wood or what, but Mark Ritchie always says play the pin direct, and neither of those balls necessarily did that. That's a 9-box for Devin Cloyd. And here's Devin Cloyd in the pocket again. Similar shot, but this time it's an 8-drop and a split. It's the 7 and the 8. Now the problem was last time Devin Cloyd was sending the ball straight down the middle into the ocean. This time if he misses, he'll at least have some wood to help him, and that might actually be the operative shot. Let's see what happens. Yes, that was precisely what I was hoping would happen if he had collided with that wood. That's 19 and a bonus after 2. And in fact, let's look at that again to confirm that. So he fired on that. On the red line of the center wood. That was a great idea. Filling a spare. It's going to be big. Oh, it's going to be big. It's going to be 9. Looks like he's back on track now. Devin Cloyd perfect on the head pin this game so far. And will he get anything to take the 10? No, he won't. That is just not fair. But he'll take a nice 10-box to clean that up. 38 in 3 for Devin Cloyd right now. Increasing his head pin completion percentage to 48. Slowly clawing that back. Doesn't take too long to get that number back up. Cloyd will miss the head pin there. He'll take 7 out, 1-3-10. Here comes Cloyd with the spare, and of course he's all over it. He's averaging a spare every other box as of right now this game. Let's watch this shot again because it was fun to go. But if you blinked, you missed it. And the 1-3-10 for Mr. Cloyd. All over it. Devin Cloyd's off to the right of the head pin. He'll take 5. And 5 on the fill. It's the 4 horsemen, left side, and the 10. He'll kick the 2 forward, 1, 7, 10, 4. And that'll be a 6 box for Devin Cloyd. What a half that is. 59 after 5 for Devin Cloyd with 2 spares and high-powered fills. Had that first box on 9 drop had been a spare, he probably would have had it even higher. But he went 3 for 5 in the head pin with 1 split. Did a great job. 245, 2.5 game total so far for Mr. Devin Cloyd. Just stopping for a moment just to do some lane cleanup down there, I think. Guess Devin Cloyd just felt like clearing out a pin, but couldn't quite finish sliding it down the gutter, so now it looks like, yeah, we're just going to have to reset it now, so that's fun. All right, well, there that goes. While we have the time, I'll show you Devin Cloyd in detail. We'll double-click on him. He does have a record of 8-20 with 2 matches played, but is 18-24 with 3 matches played. 4th place in his division, just like Caitlin Zoltko. So they're both fighting for some better positioning as of right now. Devin Cloyd has 2 matches greater than or equal to 500 this season so far, not counting the 3rd match he bowled this morning. Took 5 points, 8 points in his past 2 matches. 1096 total pinfall in the past 2 matches, averaging 4 points per away match. Past 2 matches, 2 strikes, 25 spares, and 20 tens. And I think we are just about ready to get going here. Okay, here's Caitlin Zoltko. Here she is. Takes 4 down. And she's a little full in the head pin, leaves the 6 and the 10. No mark for Caitlin Zoltko. Oops. Sorry about that. That's a 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko. On the 6 and the 10, no problem. Perfect box so far. Perfect box perfect for Caitlin Zoltko, 10 after 1. Here's Caitlin on a big splash on that head pin, 4, 6, 10. Split 7. Zoltko makes a run for it on the 6-10 on the wood, but leaves the 4. And she'll make that a 10 box. That's double X. That's 20 after 2 for Caitlin Zoltko now. So Caitlin will miss the head pin to the left, but takes 6 out. Not a bad leave considering. 1, 3, 9, 10. And she'll take a spare off of that 6-drop leave. Excellent work by Caitlin. Watch this shot. Right on the 1-3, gentle hit. Just needed to push it all back, and that was precisely what Caitlin Zoltko did. To fill the spare, she'll take 5. She'll take 5 off of that. It is the 6-pack minus the 5 on the right side. 1, 3, 6, 10, 9. Caitlin almost tries to repeat what she did in the previous box, but it wasn't quite of as smooth on the pocket of a hit. She leaves the 10. She'll go to clean that up, and the wood thwarts that effort. That's 44 after 4 for Caitlin Zoltko with 1 box to go. Devin Cloyd sitting on a 59 half. Caitlin Zoltko could match that with a mark, but that will be determined in the second half. And Caitlin will take 3 down on the first ball. 6-pack right in the 7. And she's full on the head pin and leaves the 7 and the 10. No mark, so Devin Cloyd will win the half. And Caitlin will take an 8-box on that 7-10 leave. That's 52 after 5. For Caitlin Zoltko, it's a 7-point difference. Devin Cloyd 59, Caitlin Zoltko 52. Devin Cloyd is 245, 2.5 games in. Caitlin Zoltko is 258, 2.5 games in. So it's plus 13 for Caitlin Zoltko right now. And here's Devin Cloyd, who's always very quick to come off the bench, kind of taking me by surprise every time compared to a lot of other bowlers. Eager to throw that first ball. I don't know if that helped him there. And on the 1-3 pocket, he'll connect, leaving the 7-4-5. Left side castle, left side setback, whatever you want to call this named shot. Oops. He'll take 2 and leave 1. That's a 9-box for Devin Cloyd. 68 in 6 for the gentleman. Cloyd fires off to the right. He'll take 4 out. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for Devin Cloyd. He'll take 1, he'll take 2, maybe he'll take a 3rd. Nope, it's not like Academy. Won't fall like that here. 1, 2, 6. And pins fly everywhere. He'll take 2 of the 3 for a 9-box, and that's 77 in 7 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd's on the 1-3 pocket. 7 is still there, 8's still there, 7 pins wiggling, but the 7 is gonna stabilize. It's a split of the 7 and the 8. Oh, it'll get stuffed by the wood on the cap. The 9 will go down, but the 7 is untouched. Tough break there for Devin Cloyd. For the 10-box, and he'll take a 10. That's 87 and 8 for Mr. Cloyd. Devin off to the right, 6-drop, 1, 7, 10, 2. Beautiful shot, beautiful spare by Devin Cloyd. All over it. Nice shot. 97 and a bonus in 9 for Devin Cloyd. That was the mark he was looking for. Let's watch this shot. 1, 7, 10, and 9. Beauty on the inside of the pocket, actually. And the follow-up now. 7 pins go down. Missed the head pin. Didn't matter too much. He's over 100. He's at 104 and 9 with that 7 fill. 1, 2, and 9 for Devin Cloyd. Oh, and I thought he was going to repeat. It was the same kind of ball, but he was on the outside of the head pin that time, and that wasn't going to serve him well. It was just too full. He'll make that a 9. He'll throw a 113 in the 3rd game. And that is confirmed. Score update time, 299 for Devin Cloyd, just a hair under 100 on the average. Rounded up, you can probably squeak it to say he's averaging 100, but 299 3-game total with that 113, a 104, an 82, and a 113 for Devin Cloyd. It's now time for Caitlin Zoltko to respond, and then we'll assess the differentials and all that after 3 games here coming up on the ACST. That stands for Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, if you're new here. Here comes Caitlin Zoltko on the 1-2 pocket. She'll take 7 out, 3, 6, 10. Caitlin Zoltko, 9 head pin shots to Devin Cloyd's 12 at this uneven point in the game. Devin Cloyd is a couple boxes ahead of Caitlin Zoltko. 4 to be exact. And there's a 10-box and a cleanup, a pickup by Caitlin Zoltko. Could have been worse, could have been better, but we call that a Paul Grant special in some circles. Complete miss on the 2nd ball, get on the 3rd ball. $1 donation to Candlepins for Cancer per occurrence, and it's a $5 donation if you're on a fill. Here's Caitlin. Oof. 4 drop. 4 split. Spread eagle for Caitlin Zoltko. She'll take the right wing and leave the left wing of the spread eagle. Caitlin will punch the 2 and leave the 4 and the 7. That's an 8 box, and that will be 70 and 7 for Ms. Zoltko. Caitlin. A little off to the left of the head pin this time. 1-7, 10, 3, 6. 5 drop. And she's off to the left. Second ball is similar to the first ball. Almost in the same place even. And then for the final follow-up, that will be a 7, leaving the high-low jack with no wood. That's 77 and 8 for Caitlin Zoltko now. And Caitlin's on the pocket there, much better ball, much more definitive shot. A splash of 8, 6-10. She's made the shot before. There's wood across it. It looks good. Looks like a gimme. Hit pretty much anywhere in the vicinity of that 6 and 10. I think you have a good chance of it going. Look at that. Just like that. 87 and a bonus for Caitlin Zoltko in the 9th. Look at that again. Like I said, just hit pretty much anywhere and you've got that. Caitlin will leave the 1-7, 10 and 2. That's a 6 fill. Not on the head pin though. She was off to the right of the head pin this time. A little full, but there might be a piece of wood coming in. Oh, but it decides to veer off to the nearest exit before crashing into the 10. That'll be a 10, 103 for Caitlin Zoltko. She'll fall to Devin Cloyd's 113 by 10 pins in the 3rd game. Caitlin Zoltko, though, with a higher total, 309 after 3 games, with a 110, a 96, and a 103, equaling 309. Devin Cloyd, 104, 82, and 113, equaling 299 here at the end of the 3rd game. With 2 games to go, it's currently 4 points for Caitlin Zoltko and 2 points for Devin Cloyd. So, fair amount of points being distributed in all directions. And we'll find out just where we go from here. We're watching the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. When we come back, it'll be Devin Cloyd starting out Game 4 at Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. Owned by Tim Lipke. Caitlin Zoltko also works at Lakeside Lanes, along with a whole gaggle of awesome people, such as some familiar faces, such as Shane Lipke, Bobby Greco, Kevin Davis. They keep this place real neat. Devin Cloyd almost on the spare, leaves the 5-pin kingpin, and he'll clean it up for a 10. 10 after 1 for Devin Cloyd. And that's a 3 drop for Mr. Cloyd, way off to the right. And he'll take another one out. 6-pack left. Oh, and a swing to the left for Devin Cloyd, and that's going to hurt. That's a 4-box. 14 after 2. Here's Devin Cloyd off the right of the head pin again. He'll drop 6, 1, 2, 8, 9. Pocket shot should take this, assuming you hit the pocket. but he missed off to the right. Devin, 1-2-8. He'll leave the object pin. 3 balls in. That's 23 after 3 for Mr. Devin Cloyd. Coming up next week, we have Worlds in Moncton, Canada, Men's Worlds. I invite you to check that out. On 3-ball spare in particular, we'll be streaming my team, the Boutwells Massholes. And it's going to be a great week of bowling. Be an exhausting week, but it will be a fantastic week for world glory. That's 33 after 4 for Devin Cloyd. And in fact, if I'm fast enough, here, have a look. It's going to be starring Chuck DeRoger, Sean Shattuck, Tyler Rice, myself, Matt Susi, Cody 50, Nate Fontaine, and Troy Fournier. There is a strike by Mr. Devin Cloyd. A great way to sit. A great way to end my advertisement, to the point where I think he threw it so fast I might even missed his initial throw, but still look at that pin action. Great shot by Devin Cloyd. And with that, he's at 43 and a bonus after 5 on a strike fill that he's sitting on. It's a great way to sit for Devin Cloyd. 1 for 5 in the head pin this game. Caitlin Zoltko now looking to respond. Starting November 4th will be the team's event of Worlds. I'll have you know. The Monday will be a singles knockout event. I'll try to stream that too, but it just won't be a team's event, you know. And the length of that stream will be contingent on if I got knocked out early or not. We'll see what happens. Caitlin Zoltko will take 2. Nudge the 5, leave the 10 untouched. She'll make that an 8 after 1. Zoltko, orange pin, head pin, misses that orange pin, head pin, drops 7, 1, 2, and 4 down there. She'll take 2 and leave 1, that orange pin, head pin. The orange pin pool at Lakeside Lanes is a cool little raffle where if you get a strike or a spare on the orange pin, when it's spotted as a head pin, you get entered into a raffle if you played the pool, and you can win some money off of that. I've won it several times. I know a lot of people that bowl with me have won it several times. It's a cool pool to play at Lakeside Lanes. Along with the triple strike jackpot, the quadruple strike jackpot, the over 50 pool, which means 50 over your average on the first or third game will net you a whole bunch of money if you play that pool. I know I've almost reached spitting distance of it a handful of times. But it's always like a few pins you don't reach it by. And you always think about all those million extra times you could have gotten some extra pins. No mark there for Caitlin Zoltko, speaking of extra pins. And it's still clean up for a 10 box. Her second 10 box in a row, I'll have you know. That's 28 after 3 for Ms. Zoltko. Here comes Caitlin with 2 down. 4 and 7. 8 pins to go on the second ball. She's on it. Oh, she almost takes them all out. She takes 7 more pins out, leaving the head pin. I mean, the king pin, excuse me, the 5 pin. This will be for 10. She'll miss it. No triple X throwdown. No triple X for Caitlin Zoltko. Just 12 X. That's 37 after 4 for Caitlin Zoltko. Caitlin, 1-3 pocket. Ooh, come on. Oh, 9 drop. 9 pin stands. Corralled and protected by the other pieces of wood around it, but there's a piece of wood perpendicular to that 9. Let's watch that go. I'm pretty sure it's gone. I said pretty sure. I didn't say I was sure. There's a deflection. That's a welcome to Lakeside moment. Don't get too excited about shots like that. And she couldn't hit it on the third ball either. That's a 9 box for Caitlin Zoltko, and that's 46 after 5. That is confirmed, and the 43 after 5 and a bonus for Devin Cloyd is also confirmed. Caitlin Zoltko, and at the moment, in the lead by 3 in the game, but it's pending a fill from Devin Cloyd. And here he is, Devin Cloyd on a strike. Oh, and yikes, that's a 1 drop so far, a lemon drop on the 6. But he gets a second ball on the strike fill, so we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Oh no, maybe we will ascertain that that happened. That's a 2 fill, and suddenly things just got more interesting. It's 45 to 46 at the half now. And that'll be a 7 box, a hard-fought 7 for Devin Cloyd. Just a punch out, a pinch and a poke. That 2 fill was painful. 52 and 6 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd missing off to the right of the head pin once again. He'll drop 4, and it's a 6-pack left side. Devin Cloyd, protege of Josh Daly. And he'll punch the center. A little full, but almost didn't matter. The 8 pin is left on the deck. To shoot for the 10, complete deflection of the wood. Yep, that is also a welcome to Lakeside shot. You got to throw a lighter ball at that kind of shot at this house. That 9 box is going to result in 61 after 7 for Devin Cloyd. With only 1 mark this game, that's a strike with a 2 fill. He has 1 strike and 6 spares and 7 tens overall so far. And that's a 6 drop. 1, 2, 4, 7, 4 horsemen left side for Devin Cloyd. Oops. And he'll punch the 2. No help from myself, who switched to the wrong lane camera. And there's an 8 box for Devin Cloyd, just chopping wood down there. It's a working half. It's 69 and 8 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd, oh, there we go. There's a strike. He'll get a retry and a second strike in the same game. That was definitive, and that was quick. Look at that. 5 pin fell last, but it didn't stand for long. All right, we're waiting on a pin setter. There it goes. Signs if you reset so soon after the last time, you just need a couple extra seconds for the pins to reload out back. The things you don't see about the mechanical aspects of Candlepin. The pin setters. Devin Cloyd for the double. It was a nice ball in the pocket. He'll drop 7 so far and split 7. Next ball completes the fill. Looking to salvage this game a little bit. Probably get into the mid-90s, my guess. Maybe low hundreds. We'll see what happens. He'll take an 8 fill on the strike. 87 and 9. He's looking at a 97 ceiling. That 8 box is going to put him at 95 for Devin Cloyd. 2 strikes, 2 mark 95 for Devin Cloyd. A 4-game total of 394 for Mr. Cloyd of Haverhill, Massachusetts, from Academy Lanes against Caitlin Zoltko, who's currently sitting at a 3.5 game total of 355 and a 46 half in the 4th game here. On the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Steve Kelly in the broadcast booth. Caitlin Zoltko defending against Devin Cloyd today. Caitlin off to the right. There's a 3 drop. Five triangle and 4 horsemen left side. Caitlin's off to the object, this time to the left. 4 pins standing, 6 pins down. Caitlin, oh, and that will be a 6 box in the second half, in the 6th frame. 52 and 6 for Caitlin Zoltko. Zoltko. Caitlin's off to the left of the head pin this time, dropping 6, 4 horsemen right side. 1, 3, 6, 10 for Caitlin Zoltko now. She'll poke the 6 and leave the 1, the 3, and the 10. And that's a nice 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko, cleaning that mess up. That'll be 62 and 7. Compare that to 61 and 7 for Devin Cloyd. So this game is not a runaway. At the same point in the boxes, they are actually almost dead even. Caitlin Zoltko is just +1. She'll miss off to the left this time and drop 3. 6-pack right in the 7. Caitlin Zoltko's on the pocket, bit of a thin hit, leaves the 5-10. Oh, and she'll almost convert the 5-10 for a 10 box, but it will be a 9 box instead. That's 71 and 8 for Caitlin Zoltko. It's away on the head pin. Oh, nearly a strike. The 10 pin is left. Great shot by Caitlin Zoltko. I thought that had a chance of going. Oh, nudge it. Oh, and she just missed a little bit. The 2 pieces of wood absorbed the blow. So that's a mark left on the table. That'll be a 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko instead. That's 81 and 9. Compare that to 87 and 9 for Devin Cloyd. Devin Cloyd suddenly might be right back in this. Caitlin Zoltko, she's in a must-mark situation with at least a 4 fill to tie and a 5 fill to win. Pocket shot, almost a strike ball again, and hopefully she won't let this one get away from her this time. That's a 9 drop on the 5 pin. Caitlin Zoltko. Play the wood or play the pin direct. She's going to try to play direct. Oh, no. That might have been a rare situation where I might have said play the wood if you hit it lightly at the very least. She'll miss it twice in the same spot. So Caitlin Zoltko will take a 90 in the 10th. Down by 5 to Devin Cloyd's 95. 394 4-game total for Devin Cloyd. Down by 5 to Caitlin Zoltko's 399 4-game total. It is a close one. They both have 4 points apiece, and the total is almost even, just within a difference of 5. So we're going into the 5th and final game on a big cliffhanger here. This is going to be a fun one to watch in the 5th, because I mean it's a 6-point sway to the victor of the 5th game, and that could mean the match in a lot of ways. So who's going to win? Find out with me. Devin Cloyd is getting ready to help answer that question. Here he is. Devin Cloyd will, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop 4. Yikes. Missed the head pin. He'll miss the object again and leave the object. The head pin standing tall. He's got that for the 10 box at the very least. That's 10 after 1 for Devin Cloyd as we enter the 5th game. So yes, men's worlds coverage for the mass holes all next week. And also check out my raffle tickets. 1 ticket for 5, 3 tickets for 10, 5 tickets for 20. I'll show that slide again in just a moment. There's a 8 drop for Devin Cloyd. Raffle tickets benefit our team throughout the week. If you want to either find me in person with cash, I'll set that up with you, or but first of all, there's a spare. A nice spare by Devin Cloyd. Watch this again. On the 2 and the 8, right on it, full shot. Yes, proceeds for the raffles benefits the team, but you also get entered into a raffle to win some big cash. A lot of big prizes that's drawn on, I believe, November 4th at Men's Worlds in Moncton, New Brunswick. Your contact info on the ticket will ensure the money gets to you, and you get paid. It's a 5 fill for Devin Cloyd. 25 after 2 now. And he'll follow that up with a second spare in a row. Great work by Devin Cloyd. Watch this. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. On a tear right now. And the follow-up. Oh, and what a great follow-up. That's a 9 drop and a 9 fill for Devin Cloyd. Piling on the fills, and the fills are good this time. 44 after 3 is where he's at. And he's got that too. That's 3 marks in a row for Devin Cloyd. That puts him at 54 and a bonus after 4. Look at that single shot on the 6th pin by Devin Cloyd. Whatever adjustment he made this game, it's really paying off now. Devin Cloyd will take 3 out on the right side and fill with 3. Bit of an overthrow. Missed the object to the right, a little less than the first ball. These 4 pins on deck. He's got a perfect half. You can take this out with a 10, it'll have a perfect half. After 5 at least, and that won't be. It'll be an 8 box. Devin Cloyd has 65 after 5, 3 marks in a 10 box, 459, 4.5 game total for Devin Cloyd. 2 strikes, 9 spares, 8 10s overall, totaling 67 pins and fills, averaging 6.1 per mark, 17 for 45 on the head pin today with 6 splits. 5.6 first ball average. Here's Caitlin Zoltko. Off to the left, it's a 5 drop and a Kaliri for Caitlin Zoltko. Lexington, Massachusetts, Bob Kaliri, C-A-L-I-R-I. Search him on YouTube if you want to see some of his matches on WNDS Candlepin Stars and Strikes. The Kaliri becomes a 4 horseman after the sleeper is taken out. That's the 1, the 3, the 6, and the 10 down there now for Caitlin Zoltko. And she'll clean that up for a 10 box. Hard fought 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko. 10 after 1 for both of our bowlers. Caitlin Zoltko on the 1-3 pocket. She'll drop 6 and split 6. Bail on the left side minus 1 of them. It's the 2, 5, 7, 8. And she almost spares it up. The 5 pin stays. For the cleanup, she's got it for the 10 box. That's Dosekis. That's 20 after 2 for Caitlin Zoltko. Caitlin missed the head pin, but she's got the 1, the 5, the 3, and the 8 in the center. It's a 6 drop. She missed the object pin off to the right, took 2 and left 2, 1 and 8. And it's going to be a 9 box for Caitlin Zoltko in the 3rd. 29 and 3. If you think Candlepin's bowling is fun and you want to figure out if there's a bowling center near you, I encourage you to check out candlepin.org and go click that big Go Bowling button. I'm sure if you're in New England, there's probably a center around you, or perhaps in Eastern Canada, maybe near by Moncton, New Brunswick. So do check that out, candlepin.org, and click Go Bowling to find your nearest center. 129 for Caitlin Zoltko. No mark. And that's going to be a 9 box for Ms. Zoltko. That's 38 after 4. On lane 3, Caitlin Zoltko fires off to the left, Kaliri right side. She was on the 1-3 pocket, but the wood and the way the ball hit just kind of resulted in the sleeper not really being involved in the skirmish. That's the 8 pin down there. Caitlin will cap the wood, and that's going to be a 9. That will be a markless 47.5 for Caitlin Zoltko. Here in the 5th, it's a difference of 18 in Devin Cloyd's favor. 65 Devin Cloyd after 5. Caitlin Zoltko 47 after 5. 459 to 446 is a difference of 13 in the total. It is very close overall, and this is going to be a big 6-point 5th game. for whoever wins. It's a 5 drop and a split for Devin Cloyd. 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. Devin Cloyd misses the center object, hits the 10 instead. Accordion left side, 7, 8, 4, 5. And he'll make that a 10 box, and that could have been a spare for Devin Cloyd had the third ball been the second, but that will be a 75 after 6 situation for Devin Cloyd. Every other box first ball has been a headpin shot for Devin Cloyd this game. 3 for 6, 1 split. Devin Cloyd on the pocket there. That was a much better ball. He drops 9, leaves the 6. 6 single pin spare opportunity coming up here for Devin Cloyd. And he's got it. Single pin spare with assisted wood. He'll play the wood that time. 85 and a bonus in 7 for Devin Cloyd. And knowing Devin Cloyd, I think I know he's going to want to fire this one quick. Keep the energy going. He's on the head pin, a little bit full. Maybe threw the ball a little bit too straight. That's a 5 fill and a 5 drop and a 5 split. Spread eagle minus the 2. Second ball is way off to the right, connects with the 10. He wanted to be on the 3-6 pocket, but he overthrew. Cleaning up, he's going to make that an 8 box overall. So a 15 and an 8 puts him at 98 in 8. He's been avoiding splits recently, but now they've started to crop up again. 2 boxes to go for Devin Cloyd. Pocket shot again, 9 drop. Here's another single pin spare opportunity on the 4 pin this time. And, whoops. Sorry about that. He missed it. I know my camera work wasn't great there, but I could tell the ball was drifting to the right too much. And the third ball will leave that on the table as well. So he's going to be at 107 and 9. Devin Cloyd, a lot of headpin shots this game. And is on the pocket again. He'll split 6 this time. That is the 7, 9, 10, 6 for Mr. Devin Cloyd. There's a pin that's way out of play. But we do have to wait till it fully settles. And it's still rolling forward right now. You never know when a pin's going to roll all the way back and take a pin. See also on 3-ball spare, the YouTube short from the Friday Night Pro League, where that happened. Didn't take this long, but it took a long time, and it was a delayed strike. That short has over 1 million views, and I'm beside myself as to why. But I guess it was cool to watch. 7, 9, 10, 6 for Devin Cloyd. This is ball 2. And he'll play the right and take a few out, but not everything. He's left with a 6-7. Devin Cloyd, the 6-7 kid, he'll leave that 6-7, and that will be a 115 final game for Devin Cloyd, and he'll throw a 509 series, 104, 82, 113, 95, and 115 for Devin Cloyd. 2 strikes, 10 spares, 9 10s today. 22 for 50 on the head pin with 9 splits. He's totaled 72 pins in bonus fills, averaging 6.0 per mark and averaging 5.7 on the first ball. Head pin percentage is 44% for Devin Cloyd. Welcome back, it's Caitlin Zoltko. She'll punch 2. Here we go, a half Worcester on the right side, the 3 and the 9 punch out version. Oh, and she'll sail into the void again. Still a 2-drop for Caitlin Zoltko. She has to get to 509 to tie, and more than 509 to take 4 points. It's a big 6-point game. She'll take a 5, yikes. 52 after 6 for Caitlin Zoltko. Caitlin to the 1-2 and drops 6 as the right side check mark, 5-6, 3-10. is off to the right, leaving the 3 triangle. It's a 9 box for Caitlin Zoltko, and that's going to put her at 61-7. And at this point, she's really going to have to mark out to get to the 150 for at least the 2 points. And she's down 49 for the total. There's a chance Devin Cloyd might sneak away with this. Caitlin Zoltko's a little bit off to the right of the head pin this time. It's a 3 drop. She'll miss the head pin again. She'll leave the 1, 6, and 7. I want to thank you for watching this match today. Thank a couple of people before we go. There's a 10 box for Caitlin Zoltko, 71-8. I'd like to thank our ACST committee members, including our ACST League Commissioner Danny Finn, our Class B Treasurer Corey Alisi, our ACST statistician Mike Imparato, the staff at Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire, and Steve Abadili, who contributed some video content. Check out his link in the description. Viewers like you for watching, always appreciate you watching these matches. Keeps us going, keeps the sport going in this internet era of Candlepin bowling. 7 drop and a 7 split for Caitlin Zoltko, 4-7-10. She'll sail into the middle. And I think that is probably going to be the 5th game and likely the total for Devin Cloyd. It's a 9 box for Caitlin Zoltko here. That's 80-9. So it's probably going to be a 10-4 split, my guess. I think Devin Cloyd will likely come out of here with 10 points. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you enjoyed what you saw and want to see more, I encourage you to strike, comment, and subscribe to the multiverse of Candlepin bowling, such as the Candlepin chat group on Facebook, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour page on Facebook and YouTube, I'll have you know. 3 Ball Spare on YouTube, that's my channel, and Facebook as well. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. There's a 10 box for Caitlin, and that is Ball Game. And Caitlin Zoltko will have a 90 in the 5th. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. My bad, I got a ball ahead. That's a spare for Caitlin Zoltko, sorry. 90 and a bonus in 10 for Caitlin Zoltko. She can get to 100 with a spare fill. And that's going to be a 3 fill for Caitlin Zoltko. That'll be a 93 5th game. And now, the final total. That's ball game now. 115-93 is your 5th and final game. Devin Cloyd versus Caitlin Zoltko. Devin Cloyd today with a 509 5-game series. Caitlin Zoltko will come away with a 492 5-game series by the unofficial stream stats here. Caitlin Zoltko had no strikes, 8 spares, and 14 tens, 44% perfect box percentage, 2% higher than Devin Cloyd, who had 2 strikes, 10 spares, and 9 tens. But the fill totals was where the big difference was. Devin Cloyd totaling 72, Caitlin Zoltko totaling 42. Caitlin Zoltko averaging 5.3 per fill, while Devin Cloyd averaged 6 on each fill. The first ball average was almost exactly even. Caitlin Zoltko 5.6, Devin Cloyd 5.7. Caitlin Zoltko went 20 for 50 on the head pin with 9 splits. Devin Cloyd also 9 splits, but went 22 for 50 on the head pin. So very similar stats. Anyways, let's look at the final totals. Devin Cloyd will indeed come out of here with 10 points today. Caitlin Zoltko will take 4. Devin Cloyd will go to 28 and 28 after 4 matches. I did calculate this morning's match into these results. And Caitlin Zoltko will go 4 and 10 for a 12 and 44 record as of right now. And then here's some graphs. If you're into graphs, feel free to pause the video if you want to pause and examine these any further than this. But you can see it actually was closer than you might think all throughout the match. Some of these numbers and bar graphs kind of imply it was competitive all the way through. It was just towards the 5th game. That was when things started to separate just a little bit. Anyways, so that should just about do it for us here. Also consider my raffle tickets. 1 ticket for 5, 3 tickets for 10, 5 tickets for 20. You can Venmo me or message me or arrange something if you're interested. Look at all those prizes. Look at that prize pool that you can win next week in Moncton, New Brunswick. I like it. I think you should like it too. And also don't forget, next week, Men's Worlds will be streaming our team all week for some incredible bowling, incredible strikes and spares action all week in Moncton, New Brunswick at the Fair Lanes. Anyways, that should just about do it for us here at the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Want to check out 3 Ball Spare on YouTube. That's my channel for my matches and content and stuff. Do consider subscribing on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube if you're into that. And do let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Anyways, I've been Steve Kelly, and for Caitlin Zoltko and Devin Cloyd, have a great one, everybody.